name's Will, I'm 21.
I'm Danielle Bode and I'm 19.
Danielle, my name, I'm 21.
My name's Adam Bartlett and I'm 19.
Basically, we applied online through an agent called Yummy Jobs, and we put our CVs through there, and then we had this telephone interview. After we passed that, we had a face-to-face interview in London. And after that, basically, I didn't say, but my job role is concierge at the Polynesian Resort. I also worked at Contemporary Resort and the Caribbean Beach as well.
I worked at as a lifeguard and activities host, and basically I worked at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Coronado Springs and All Star, so a variety of different resorts. I found it like a great adventure. It was like very stressful and like there was a lot of pressure. Yet I loved every minute of it. Like I learned so much, so many life skills, and there was like I got to shadow a manager, so I was a manager for a day, so I got to see that role as well as the underloki.
I was working in merchandise in World of Disney, which is like the biggest Disney store out there. But I did work in Hollywood studios as well, because you can work anywhere in Disney. They can put you anywhere, they can defer you to other places. I had so much fun, I've made loads of friends. It's given me the independence I needed, because I've never moved out of home before. And you learn life skills, like how to deal with things yourself and not have anyone else there. Because your family is supporting you back home, but they're not actually there. And it is a great experience to do, and it gives you like an overview of everything in a different light. But it was good, and it's given me what I needed to do.
I worked at Saratoga Springs Resort and Old Key West. I worked on front desk for 6 months, which I found to be very stressful, but you really do learn a lot while working on front desk. I mean, as well as just checking in guests, you have to have general knowledge about other things. And it's great to be able to get to know the guests as well. So you get to improve your guest service skills and just personalise with the guests. As a whole, I would say the experience has helped me because I know how to live on my own now. And it's just been a great experience for me. Just the day-to-day running of life and everything, balancing that with your spare time and your work. And I think it's really going to help me for the future. But overall, it's been a good experience, and I'm looking forward to kicking on.
Over the 6 months, us three, we had classes there. So we worked with Disney University. Or when we first got there, we got trained by Disney University, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we had extra classes. Like I had marketing, you had
Human resource management.
and you had the same, didn't you?
I was in the same class.
So it was just a completely different way of teaching.
It was a completely different way of life in America altogether, because they're just Americans are just so. I don't know how to explain it. They're like really laid back, but at the same time they're really serious with everything they do.
Big characters.
Yeah, and everything is bigger out there as well. So you're kind of thrown into this big, massive world that is Disney, because it's so big out there. I don't think I saw Danielle Olive twice when I was out there, because it's that big. You can't see any, you don't always see everyone when you're there. But it's a completely different way of life, when you live out there.
When you first arrive there, the humidity it kills you. When you walk out the airport, it's crazy.
Yeah, and education here is different. We had to, some American words, you have to change your spelling and things like that. So it's a bit difficult. And their styles, say resumes, they were different. I had to learn about resume writing and things, just so we can get ourselves out into the world.
You're with all different cultures when you're there. There's so many different people.
Because they recruit people all around the world, whereas not just America, but the UK, but everywhere around the world as well.
And you're living with different people around the world.
I think
I have ambitions to go back.
I think it would be to go back, go back to America, but not possibly in Disney.
It's one of those things where you've done it and then you feel like you've done it, there's nothing more to achieve really at Disney once you've worked there. So.
See, I feel that I would go back to Disney, but for longer, and I'd like to learn about other jobs, and I wouldn't even mind. I would like to go on the professional internship, to go in a managerial role, because I really enjoy shadowing my manager and having that opportunity to see how he works within Disney and how different styles of managing that they have.
Especially if you have never lived out of home.
Yeah.
It opens your eyes a lot, and it's scary at first, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was so scared, and I'm 21 years old. But once you get into the flow of things and you make your friends and you get to learn who you live with and you get on with them, it's just eyes opening.
I think you just
So
tend to
good.
learn a lot about yourself as well.
Yeah,
like who
as
you
a
are,
person.
you know, what your strengths and your weaknesses are as a person.